One of the most storied and beautiful venues in college football, Michie Stadium. These two teams will break the seal on conference play in this one. It's the USF Bulls and the Army Black Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. The Bulls headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. The Cadets offense will have the football first. And here comes the junior running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
On the option. Keeps it himself. There's a little room there. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Breaks into the open. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. On the option. Good pick up there. He gets enough for the first down. And the Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. The give to the fullback. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Black Knights will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So USF's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And they'll put their fate in the hands of this transfer junior quarterback. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Bears the pressure. Got him. Sack, this defense turning up the intensity.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The Black Knights offense will go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Motion from the wide receiver. Doing it himself again. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Give to the fullback. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. And the Black Knights line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The accuracy is perfect, the loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Man, sometimes he's like trying to wrap up a ghost. He's out to the 27. And the Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. They'll send the back in motion. On 4th down, looking to pass. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. This offense has it with really good field position. And some room to work.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football. They don't get big gains, just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got a little grass. They've got enough. First down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through.
Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Black Knights trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean,
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. They'll go to the air. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Tight end now in motion. He'll try it again. Finding some room. Past the 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. He is in. Touchdown Bulls.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Army sends its offense onto the field to start the drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because
He's running free down the middle. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown! Army!
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Finds a little, maybe some room here. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And that's the 2nd time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Trying to make magic with his feet. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. After that tight 1st quarter, this 2nd period ought to be a lot of fun. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. On the option. Pulls it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure.
Maybe a crease. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. And he is going down here, but we have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Powers through the defender. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Keeps it on the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first.
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Black Knights! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He stopped at the 27-yard line. Running inside, it's Isaac. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
This defense is going to have their hands full trying to keep this guy in the pocket. They do not want to let him get outside because of that speed. His ability to extend plays makes this offense very, very unique as he's able to get the completion there to move the sticks.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Van Buren. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Bulls back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Bulls come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Bulls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The run inside. It's Isaac. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Picks up the first down. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Gives it on the option. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Black Knights will punt it away on fourth down. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to pass. It's Van Buren. Pressure coming. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to throw. Going to take a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Offense going to be challenged to protect on third down after that last sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
I know this offense has gone for it a couple times early in this game on fourth down, guys, but with this field position, I'd be surprised if they decided not to punt the football away here. You're just too backed up. You can't risk not getting it and just gifting your opponent great field position.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Now on the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
They've got the screen set up. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. The Black Knights decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Scanning the field, it's Van Buren. Looking left. Hauls it in. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Throws it deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with Oregon taking on the Oklahoma State Cowboys. And it's the home team looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now over to your game inside Michie Stadium. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Blake Field inside Michie Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Black Knights will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
The Bulls head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he is so frustrated with his defense right now. They've given up over 80 yards on the ground in that rushing attack.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Great place to start for this offense. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to the fullback. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Making sure the fullback gets a touch there, and good pickup there, 5 or 6.
Yeah, and he's a north-south runner. You just give this guy a little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets upfield quickly, and that guy is hard to bring down.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Isaac. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. Spits it out to the back. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football.
Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so it's a two-point conversion attempt. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This USF offense will open this drive right here. They'll run the counter. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quickly out to the tight end. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going with the counter play here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The Bulls come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Van Buren. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Bulls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. With the catch, it's Rogers. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. That last completion left them just inches short. Now will they take a shot on 2nd down? All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. And they're not on the same page there.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Still looking, on the move. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And, man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Black Knights will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Wants to bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Fires complete on the crosser. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Now on the counter. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Van Buren. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And the Bulls have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Hauls it in. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Bulls have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he finds no running room at all, and the third quarter is over. Maybe more open spaces coming in the 4th. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild. Touchdown Bulls! Quick strike through the air for the score. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. And he'll be hit immediately, no gain on the play. Got nothing on 1st down, now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Off the play fake. It's complete to the right. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. The give on the counter. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Might have a chance. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The Bulls are threatening in the red zone. Running the red zone. It's Isaac. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for room. It's Isaac. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Leaves it with the back. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get Pats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Anderson. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down.
There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run play action. Going to try to get it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Black Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the ball will bounce it to 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 2nd down coming up. Running inside, it's Isaac. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finding an escape route. Makes it past the marker. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do.
Could be an alley. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Bulls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Using his legs, it's Isaac. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wideout. Right back to the well. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Bulls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the 1st down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Now the play fake. They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Right back to it. There's a crease. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to put this one in the vault. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You you know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.